Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Power football with the run. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Shoots it to the left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, running back gets the gift. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying play action. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Gamecock. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make a play. You've got to put the ball in his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Defense not showing press coverage. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He's looking to throw it. He tries to take the top off. Got it inside the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Gator. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the boulevard. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Secondary walks up on the line. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he just kept running and he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Sending the offense back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Makes the grab on the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Keeps the legs moving. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get laddered up.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Wants to fire on second down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And the Gators want to crank the tempo. On third down, he drops the throw. Gets it out fast. At midfield, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They'll give it to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Fires left. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. The throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you're opening up for the passing game.
From the gun, the ground game. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wide receiver shows motion. Handoff to the lone back. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick because of the head incomplete pass.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires a ball. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense defense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
He's not afraid to go deep. Reels it in now outside. Touchdown, South Carolina. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to beat the D deep. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Gets it out quickly. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking left. Wide open downfield. Oh, look out. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Looking downfield, it's Glagway. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He'll pull it down and run. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, he did it again. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Bounced right back to them. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Showing off the arm. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Pulls it in, zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. He's going for it all. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Got room on the return. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, the defense is expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Working on the right. Touchdown, Gamecocks! A great catch and run for 6. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll give it to Johnson. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. To throw, it's Sellers. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little.
And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Off the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Well, this defense knew they had to get off to a fast start here in the second half. They're trailing by a bunch of points right now on the scoreboard. They needed to make something positive happen early, and on the very first drive, they get a sack on 3rd down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now,
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
and defenses are terrified of giving up a big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. He wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, that's great defense. Break on the football. Make sure they don't get the touchdown, but those are the opportunities you have to just pull that in, make the big play, stop the bleeding, had a long drive.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The 3. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
He's got it down the left side. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Shoots it to the left. And the pass hits. Picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He'll try to take it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, South Carolina. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-Ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Florida State Seminoles taking on the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get in the midst of those big boys.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
They're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jumpers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance when you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad. tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball. Get his hand up and get the tip and get the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground. Incomplete pass.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing third and long. They want to just keep throwing it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, guys.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Still running at 40. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
They've moved to the 16. It's first and 10. They'll try the run. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. It's Coleman Hope. He's got it on the run. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, no!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Looking for room. It's Thomas. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On third down, going up top. Makes the catch. It's Moore. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. And the Blue Devils have this offense rolling. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Grabbed over the middle, it's Moore. Touchdown, Duke! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
No, you ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heel.
He unleashes a long one. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? The quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about great balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Well, they tried the play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff, and receivers generally are running routes further downfield. So the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity. They weren't able to do it there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They're trying to slam it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's Coleman Hope. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going for 6. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to come into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good. Second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads it left. He's got it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Blue Devils in the hurry up. He'll just keep slinging it. Feeling some heat. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. Throwing right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quick strike complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They've only converted one time in 3 fourth-down attempts, but they'll try to move the sticks with this one. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
On a little time, lets it go. Grabbed on the outside, it's Benson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. At the 45 on his way. Nothing but green ahead. The tag. Touchdown, no. What a grab. Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole Award chant will be rocking this place. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Seminoles will put total leather and will get started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Getting some heat. Got it in the middle. It's Marks. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. And an out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, quick.
Got some momentum to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Back to throw, it's Moss. Looking for the score, and he's got it. Touchdown, Southern Cal. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he tacks on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Luka. And he pumps it up inside the 20. Scooped up by the kicking team. traveler calls home, and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the Big 10, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Red Raiders will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Branch. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense set on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing quickly to the tight end. He breaks the tackle, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
To the air, it's Moss. Fires to the big fella. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends have so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marks. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Trojans used to be known for student body right. They can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it out.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, you know, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They keep attacking through the air. This time it's complete. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to get to it. He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule.
There's the pass. Intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the back. Shakes off the tackle. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run. Showing your physicality. Setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. To the air. It's Morton. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short to the 29. 40, and it's first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made it happen.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Douglas. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Now on second down. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Unloads to the right. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Trying to take it back. What a defensive play to stop the scoring threat, make the interception, and then have the return go up near midfield. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They move the tight end all over. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going to fire deep. And that pass picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Muff. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Trojan. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower. We get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drop. Fielded in the end zone, it's McCray. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short long-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. He's looking to throw. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The toss to the right. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And that's exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop up, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
He locked up and held on to bring him down. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. On the option. He'll pitch it. And he'll step into the end zone. The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Running toward the tape. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gators!
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're lining up to boot it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Offense getting set for first down. He'll start this drive firing. Caught over the middle. It's Branch. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 32-yard line. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threats.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down? Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Kearse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You've got to put pressure on the quarterback. You've got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
This is a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Moss. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He's looking for a man on second down. Oh, picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the offense turns it over. And talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
He's going for a big play downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 25. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Forced out of the pocket. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking for a man. It's Moss. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Spins it out to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Marks. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The corners are walked up tight. A first down run on the doorstep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And the D deny them on second and goal. So the offense inches it a little closer with the help of the half the distance to the goal penalty.
You got that one right.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Goes to the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd and goal from the 1. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
He's down here. He does a lot of blocking. He does a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Keep in the backfield. And you lose the big field. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Ball in the air, intercepted. Takes it the other way. And with the interception, they'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Southern Cal. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football. the interception, everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
Makes the grab down the left side. Afterburners coming. The 10. Touchdown, Florida. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Dances away. Going to try to get it himself. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the toss. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pick up of 15. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game, picking up the first down.
Basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it. But you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
He's got an open man. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat, too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He makes it run. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation of time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Coming after it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Gators will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his position.
Pulls it in. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now.
All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Gator! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, USC. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back. And boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you can provide that much space, and you can tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by formation.
Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Trojans. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome to do a defense. You study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the play and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. He gets a block. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Drive and let it rip. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Lagway. slings it downfield. It's caught downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion of that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell. They had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Buying some time. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoops his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Trojans head quickly to the line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Moss. Got the back over the middle. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Line gets set, 1st down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And back to the air on 2nd down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team.
He wants to take the top off. He's got it down the left. Can anyone catch it? And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Florida.
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a 1-score game. Now in the 2nd half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
And that'll do it. Here in the 2nd quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Gators will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And here Here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback was in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. As always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Got the quick pass. Smashes through. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires left. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback face.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. They got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Sending the offense back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to end, going for it all. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the right. Got his man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Going up top on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Offense in a bunch formation. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's taking the shot. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Trojan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Liner, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard. And that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. You're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty damn quick.
And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Lofts one high and deep. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on... The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Buffaloes will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking for room, it's Maffa. And this home team defense is not rolling out the welcome mat for the visitors. They start their night stuffing the run.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. The quick out. Just slipped it through the tackle, and he's got room to run. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and beating blocks and letting some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered and get to the football.
And the pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Colorado.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting me know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
It's a fake. Shuffle it to the tight end. He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage. They're
going to run it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
And how about the protection up front? The big fella's doing their job. He just sits in the pocket. Sits in the pocket. Wide receivers break off their routes. He finds the open guy for the big play. Nice job of protecting your quarterback.
Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The offense set for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got a man. It's Hunter. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to pass. It's Sanders. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Buffalo. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that. That quickly chewing up that much yardage. Defense is going to get something figured out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Running through contact. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flex on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the fourth. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds and a perfect play to wrap up the first quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Right now, boys. He's looking to throw it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking downfield. It's Sanders. There's the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bucks.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing the defense. Because because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And the Tigers want to move quickly.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Well, the quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time. And it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge... Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Trojans will put total weather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Scrambling away. Firing to the right, complete. And he's still running after the move. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hawkins.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Looking to throw on second down. He'll pull it down. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making the play.
Intercepted. Looking for more room. The 40. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown USC. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. He does it. He makes the play and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turned on the Jets, making the big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Let's it go to the end zone. And he can't quite make... He was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Offense staying aggressive. You know the windows are hard to throw into down here in the end zone. Great effort by the receiver. Just couldn't get a foot down in bounds.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Got some room, and to the goal squirts out. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, you feel really fortunate if you're on offense. That's one of those where it takes 13 seconds for that ball to roll out of bounds. You're just trying to make that thing. You're trying to blow it out of bounds. Make sure you don't turn the football over. In such a good position to go take the lead.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone or helping your offense out.
Catch in the middle. It's Lane. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Trojan. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it slips through his fingers incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
To throw, it's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Wide open downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Gators are on the move. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Skips away from pressure. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out, forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on second down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line that was front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He'll call for the fair catch here. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you play a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Dropping back, it's Moss. Going over the top. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Complete downfield. Finds a crease at the 20. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Back to the air one more time. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he goes down back at the 1-yard line. The Gators want to crank the tempo. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play clock. Third and goal coming up here. Dropping back, it's Lagway. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Gonna take a shot. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Touchdown, Trojan. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same
extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, and they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on the last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? We're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Moving out of the pocket. Got it in the middle. It's Abrams. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. After the misfire, it's second down. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. Ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late.
Fires and picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
He's moving out of the pocket. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Gator!
And what an unbelievable job protecting the quarterback. He's got so much time to go through his progressions. And when you're a receiver, you got to understand that first route might not be open. Now I got to adjust. He adjusts really well. He finds the receiver for the big play, and they get 6 points for it.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the run.
Yeah, or find an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lane. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And how about that play by the free safety? He actually wasn't blitzing on that play. He had dropped down to the box, and he was just watching the QB and watching to see what was going around him. When he saw the quarterback keep holding on to the ball, he just said, man, I'm just going to go get him myself.
There he goes to the right. Inside the no one there to stop him, except the fellow in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. On to attempt the try. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Just over 20 seconds to play here in the half. How aggressive can they afford to be here? Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's going to let it go. Holds it in on the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll take another shot here. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Dances away from the heat. And he throws another interception. His third of the night. Open space at the 25. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, USC. A great return for a touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And guys, that extra point, ricochet in off the left upright, but they'll take it. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. And the Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the right. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did, and I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's complete. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Trojans will have it first and 10. Trying to get the corner. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
To the air, it's Moss. Looking deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Trojan! And the stomping has commenced. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Wilson. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He wants to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to it. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's loose. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida!
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
And it's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Got a man in the middle. Lots of green grass as he gets into the 31. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Comes out throwing on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. We didn't do it that time.
Catch in the middle, it's Branch. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the pummeling has started. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Going deep. And it's his fourth interception of the game. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Trying to find his man on first down. They're bringing heat. Quarterback adapted. He'll try to do it himself. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter.
Keep moving.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just a middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Getting some heat. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
On the move, it's Hawkins. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped him. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's now over 150 yards on the day. They're finding ways to get him the ball, much like the Gators did in 07, getting it to Percy Harvin, who had 100-yard receiving games and 100-yard rushing games that year.
He was just such a weapon. When you got weapons, you learn how to use them, and you learn how to deploy them in all kinds of different ways. If I'm Florida, continue to find ways to find that guy, because whether it's zone, man, whatever, he wins.
Throws toward the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Ball's out.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, getting a first down.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. And, man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. To pass. Trying to get to it. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy. Oh, he wants it all. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now. Got some room to run.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Buys a little extra time. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Gator! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And listen, still a ways to go. A great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
The Trojans inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. They'll immediately call timeout. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Moss. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And obviously, getting the completion, that's a killer. They get a new set of downs. You got to find a way to make them play. Now, the saving grace, I guess, Jesse, is he ran out of bounds and stopped the clock, so at least the clock isn't running.
Yeah, and David, it's just a situation right now defensively. I think you just got to take more chances, right? You may have to blitz, you may have to sell out, you might risk giving up a big play, but it's just so critical at this juncture in the game that you're able to retake possession and give yourself a chance to win.
Quickly complete. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Trojan. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there.
We got this.
The offense lining up for a first down play. To the air. It's Glagway. Dances away to buy time. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick the field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no. You turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.